Okay, so let's get started really quick with an image, and I'm going to start with one of the images from our download file. So I'm going to choose Open, and I'm going to go to my Creative Cloud Files folder. My Photoshop folder is where I put them, and I'm going to go here to ACATP files and Project 1. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this one, image 0030. You can see that I didn't rename these or anything because I just wanted you guys to be familiar with the fact that often when you bring images from a camera or you get them straight from a photographer, unless they've already edited them, you're probably going to see titles just like this. So I intentionally didn't change and put new titles in. Also, when you're browsing, you can just see them really visually. So we're choosing this one here where you can see this. It looks like a big driveway. This is place that I went to visit in India called the Red Fort. So we're going to open that really quick, and it's going to show us a couple quick tools. So here's a really cool feature. I'm not going to go into it long. I just want you to see that this Learn panel here allows you to launch tutorials that will run right inside Photoshop, and you will get these kind of little blue arrows that walk you through the steps. This is the better way to do the tutorials that showed up in the Learn workspace at the beginning. You can see that they're all here. So just to show you really quick how they work, and we'll just make this kind of a short video where I just talk about this, is you can go here to photography, and if I want this one here, you can see that it opens the file for me, and it tells me exactly what to do, and it gives me these big kind of blue bouncing bubbles that tell me, hey, click next. So I'm going to make some adjustments here. I click next. Up at the top, it tells me now, and it shows me right where to go, but I'm going to adjust the brightness and contrast. In the main menu, go to Image Adjustments, Brightness Contrast. So I will go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness Contrast. And there it is, and you can see here that it says adjust the slider for brightness to around 45. And as I do, I can see the image changing back here, and the contrast to around 20. Now note also that it says around. Okay, this is really critical. And Adobe's even telling you right here at the beginning, the way to learn to use Photoshop is not to learn how to enter specific values into boxes like this. Really, what you need to do is get the box out of the way. I'm going to adjust it, and really I'm looking visually. So I'm looking at the image and going, well, where does it look the way that I like it to? So it gave me a starting point, but maybe I like it a little bit darker. I generally do like my image a little bit darker, a little bit richer, a little bit oversaturated, I'll admit. I can adjust these the way that I want. But in Photoshop, as a designer, I work visually, right? In the real world, people work visually. The client will never come to you and say, hey, I need this set to brightness of 42. They don't do it. They just say it's too dark. Can you fix it? So it's really important to learn how to work visually. Even though tutorials will often give you values, that's training wheels. That's just to help you until you learn and you develop a little bit of an eye as part of it, but also just till you know what the tools are and kind of how they work, they will sort of guide you through. You'll see that in my tutorials, I'll start you off and I'll kind of give you some, more formal education. I'll give you some real formal steps to take with specific values. But then after that, it's really going to be just a matter of I'll give you the idea, and then I'll ask you to sort of move forward with it and just kind of see how you can take it. So I'm going to cancel this because I'm not really too interested in this. You can see it's trying to tell me to get back into it, but I don't even want this. So I'm going to close this document, and I'm going to close my Learn panel as well by just kind of dragging it out of the workspace. And if I close this, it will go away. All right, if I just close that, now that'll be gone and I don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, so that's the Learn panel. They're kind of fun. It's kind of a neat way to go through the interface and learn some of the basics right at the beginning, but I'm going to take you through all of that stuff. In the next video, I want to talk about just how to customize this workspace so that it's perfect for the way that you like to work, and then you can also save those changes so that it's always set up exactly the way that you want it.